Hey, what's up, Dixie T here, and Andrew Martin was found dead this morning. Found dead in his Florida. And this is just a reporting. Was found dead in his apartment in Tampa, Florida. You know what? How old he was? 33 years old. He was 33 years old. Just 4 days shy of his 34th birthday. Are we really surprised by this? Are we really sitting here and surprised by this anymore? And it's just bad, very bad. And I'm like, I'm gonna put, and here's a little quote that he said about when Eddie Guerrero died in the Minnesota hotel room due to a large heart, everything else, and the companies from the drugs he's taken over career. Andrew Martin said this, and I'm quoting here. And I see I'm gonna probably put the link up about what he said after I post this video. He's actually, at the time, he wrote, "I'm actually wondering who's next. Who's next to die? I can think at least 15 to 20 people who have died from various things, mostly from prescription painkillers. For all you wannabe wrestlers who want to get in this business, especially now, when the WWE doesn't pay you any more than you would make at a 9-to-5 job. Let me break some things down for you. When I started wrestling, I never seen or heard of Vicodin, Percocet, or Soma. How come so many wrestlers die from these medications and football players and hockey players don't? The answer is simple. Wrestlers, especially WWE wrestlers, work 5 days a week, all year long, taking bump after bump in the ring. A doctor explained it to me. Every time you take a fall in the ring, it's like getting rear-ended by a car going 20 miles per hour. How many bumps in the ring a night do you take? Multiply that by how many times a week you work all year long. That's a hell of a lot of whiplash and pain. I can remember hearing a conversation from some unnamed WWE head guys talking about how this person needs to go to rehab, but they couldn't send him because he was too important to the show. That's the reality, people. That's the reality, people. This is how we are treated. That's his quote. And I think that's true of the day. I mean, I don't want to say this person's name, but let's look at John Cena. I'm not saying he's addicted to steroids or prescription pills, but let's look at John Cena. I mean, in 2007, he was injured by something of, a torn toro, something like, well, steroid users have. Something that steroid users, I make too much muscle mass and they have a torn muscle or something. And then he came back too early. I think he came back too early, and maybe he wasn't that hurt at all. Or they say, oh, you'll be fine to get up and do everything else. So, and then next year in 2008, he gets injured yet again. His neck gets like, and this is right after the night, not because of Batista, but he actually had a wrestling. He wrestled against Priceless, does a double FU, and then the next, oh yeah, he's injured. Don't you think if they would have known us by then, if he didn't do it, and marrying other wrestlers as well, but it's not his fault, but the writers and everything else. But anyway, it's just that these guys, they go injured, yet they take these medications and everything else. And then next year, you wonder why they get hurt. You wonder why they get, they wonder why some of these guys are dying at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if I look at the newspaper or hear that John Cena died because of his alleged painkillers and the WWE hit it. Would any one of the wrestling fans be surprised by it? No. And John Cena and the travel around is successful, he better leave. He should retire now from the WWE like The Rock and just leave and never come back. Because you look at him, The Rock. I don't care what you say about Rich Mountain or anything else. He is much more safer and financially secure than he would have been in the WWE. Hell, getting injured, getting like a torn ACLs, or getting like being unnaturally buff. I mean, he looks like a normal human being now. He looks normal, and he's more financially sound. Of course, people know him as The Rock, but I think Dwayne Johnson is smart enough to realize that, you know what? I'm happier, I'm healthier, I have more money now. I mean, and everything else. So why should I come back to a place that you have to use painkillers or steroids or any of that dangerous mix of getting hit every night and things like that? So that's what I have to say, and I will probably put this up um, and I turn into just a little rant against business when just it's just sad. No other sport, no other business operate like this, and it seems that they get away with it. And I think it's that time of reckoning is going to happen soon enough, and I believe that because people are just forgetting about it. No one's. I think people are going to slowly forget about it, and the UFC or MMA in general are going to take that ball and run with it. That is what I believe, and that's what I think is going to happen. And rest in peace, Andrew Martin. I hope you. I pray that your family and I hope that your family and everything else is going to be fine. I just hope and pray that there are no more murders, there are no more people dying and things like that. So I just hope that. I mean, 33 years old. God damn, that is too young, man. Too young. That's all I gotta say, guys. And that's it. Peace and love.